Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video, we're going to review round 27 of the 2025 NRL Supercoach season. So it's all over and done with for Supercoach in 2025 for at least the regular game. We did finish fairly strong with a 15.04, which did see green arrows, but unfortunately we didn't quite crack the top 20k. So just outside the top 20k for the season. I guess disappointing given that I am publicly outing my scores and position every week on the internet. but given how far back we started, it's a pretty good result. But we'll have a look at the team this week. So we had Kurt Donahue as our hooker. He scored 40 points, so not the best return, but it is what it is. The front rowers again continued to kill it. Payne Haas with an 80, Terrell May with a 74, and Big Tino with an 88. So can see averages of 87, 83 for Haas and May. Can we start with both of them next year? I think maybe Tino at that slight discount, averaging 70, may be a viable option as well. In the second row, Eli Katoa finished strong with a 115. Jacob Preston with the 63, and then Nafahu White with 33, which was a little bit below par, but he's been a great servant for us this year. And Connor Watson with a 59 off the bench has seen his price regress all the way down to 400k. I think he'll be a little bit more expensive next year, but may still offer some good value. Although I don't remember who's coming across the chooks. I think maybe Reece Robson will play hooker, so that might be a bit of an issue. But the star of the show this week, Nathan Cleary, with a 156 as our captain, dominated the Dragons as expected, looking to find a bit of form going into the finals. Isaiah Katoa with a 66 has been an okay contributor. Probably suffered after Farnworth's injury for that elite sort of upside scoring. Jaden Campbell with a 116 was great this year. Imagine he'll be halfback only next year, so it might be tough to get him in the team, but it's been awesome having him in the team this year. K Weeks was rested, so that's fine. Zach Lomax with a 137 proved why he is a gun. Fermel with a 59 was okay. Karapani and Gagai with 43 apiece. Could have been worse. We could have played Fletcher Hunt for a 9. And then Tom Travojevic with just a 45. Dylan Edwards with 27, which actually dropped out of our score this week, which is pretty rare for the great man. And Teddy with a 131 was fantastic. But no head-to-head matchups this week, but we'll just have a quick look through to see who's scored well. And in the first league, we've got, I think, an 1860. That is an absolute monster score for the Brown Carrigans, Mitchell's team. So he had Reece Walsh with a 135, Nwanga Tuase with a 130, Brimson with a 121, Nafahu with a 170. Those are some unreal pods. I guess maybe Walsh, Nwanga Tuase, not so much pods, but Brimson and Nafahu especially. How popular was he? Only 3% owned, so well done for getting on him. Also had Katawa, Tedesco, Cleary as captain, Lomax, Campbell. So that's a monster effort this week. Mitch, well done. Might even have a look how that sort of went overall in a minute. In the second league, so 1700 off the bat there for Shawab. Looks like that might be the top score this week. So he VC'd Teddy, which was smart. Had Nwanga Tuase, Cleary, Brimson. Fino with a 70 is a pretty handy auto emergency. Some solid scoring throughout. Also Katoa, Campbell, Lomax. Great stuff. And the third league, so Oliver smashing it this week by the looks of it. 1778 is the top score. So VC'd Reece Walsh, had Nawani Tuase, Cleary, Jermaine Asako, Tundap, Katoa, Teddy, Campbell, Lomax, all the weapons scoring well this week. So I think I'll go to rankings, don't I? So well done to Vafan Finn's team, one overall. Enjoy the 50k legend. But there was a 1993 this week. That's a monster. But I reckon the Brown Carrigans won't be too far off. Although there's a lot of big 1800s. I might have already gone past it because I forgot the number. So 89th for the round is a pretty good effort, Mitchell. Well done, legend. Um, and I think, yeah, that's really all we have to go through. Obviously, no more rounds, but we do have the finals coming up. So um, I'll just quickly flash the league on the screen. So the league code, if you want to join, 717165. I'll also put the link in the description. But we might have a go at putting a team together. I don't think I'm going to do a round preview for these. We might just come back and go through the results on a Monday and move on with our lives. So enjoy a little bit of a break. We've obviously also got EPL, NFL still going. So plenty of content on the channel. We don't need to overthink this too much. So let's have a look. Basically, it looks like we just pick one in each position and a flex, and we go from there. So I think the obvious ones, Payne Haas in the front row. There's no Tino, no Terrell May. Pretty much a no-brainer. You probably have to imagine Cleary in the halves is a good option. It'd be a tough one for him over there in New Zealand. As I give me leg a scratch. Apologies for the camera. Um, But yeah, you look at the alternative options there. I think he's clear and away the best bet there. Maybe Jamal Fogarty against the Broncos. Maybe Nico against the Roosters. And then fullbacks. So guess this is a bit of a take your pick. You've got Teddy, you've got Reece Walsh, you've got Dylan Edwards. Probably all potentially keeper options there. Um, Yeah, some pot options as well, potentially. Um, I think we'll just go Teddy, keep it nice and safe to begin with. Centre wing. Well, we can do a flex as well, so maybe we go the upside of a Reece Walsh, maybe, in the flex. Why is he so far down the list? If I go by average, maybe. There he is. So we'll lock in Reece Walsh. He's in great form. Yes, in the centre wing, and I guess based off form, you've probably got to look at Nwangani Tuase. He's been killing it. Doesn't have his stats, just the final stats. That's not helpful. Um, but you can see he has averaged 72 this season. Kale Iro is a nice pod, considering we weren't able to access him due to lack of trades and an injury. Kira's probably out for a couple of weeks. I think if you think the Warriors can get the job done over Penrith over there, maybe RTS is the key to that. Um, yeah, I mean, Toto, is he up for a big one this week? I don't know. Again, might just go the safe option and go with Nawaya Tuase for the time being. At 5'8", so this is one where we can get a little bit different. So you've got Munster up against the Dogs. You've got Ethan Strange up against the Broncos. Should be right to go for that. Got the Bulldogs guys, Burton and Galvin. Interesting they didn't move Galvin positions. I know in AFL finals they did move some players around based on their positioning, but they've stuck fat with the regular season positions. I guess Tyron Wishart with Jerome Hughes out potentially could be an option. but might go Ethan Strange for the time being. Second row, so again, some great upside options here. Hudson Young, Eli Katoa, Jacob Preston, the Raiders guys as well with Nicholson and Hosking. Probably, well, I think Hosking's still the starter, but Nicholson's in back playing. Isaiah Yeo would be a bit more of a floor type option. Oh, so I can't. So you can only pick two per team. So no Broncos, no Roosters. So you could look at a Watson or a Crichton, but I've used up those slots already. So do we go with Preston? And so then at hooker, so Harry Grant's back this week, so he might be the obvious pick. Blake Brayley's been going pretty good too. Starling would be a bit of a pod, you'd imagine. Is Wade Egan back this week? Should be, potentially. So Brayley or Grant. We haven't really backed the Sharks in. So I don't know. We'll go the safe option, I think, with Cleary. So pretty bog standard sort of squad, but we'll see how it goes. So we'll save that team. And then with this one, it's a bit different. We can't loophole, so it's just straight up captain, vice captain sort of areas. So do we go triple captain on Haas? Pretty safe sort of bet. Vice captain on Cleary, get double points for him. Guess the upside player would probably be to flip those around, potentially. No, I might just leave it. No need to overthink it. So yeah, so that's the finals team going into week one of the finals. Just looking at the matchups, it should be good. But we'll wrap the video up there. So as always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a like if you enjoy the Supercoach content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.